The boy fell in love with his classmate's mother. He wanted to possess her for himself. He went alone to his classmate's house when the boy and his father were out. Then he made up a terrible lie offhand. Surprisingly, he got into the house without any trouble. Watching the woman searching for a book with her back turned towards him, the boy lost control of himself for a moment and could not stop having wild thoughts. Deep down, he knew perfectly well that the woman would never find the math textbook because the book was not there at all. To quickly get closer to his classmate's mother, he lied that his own mother had an identical pair of earrings, but his mother had run away from home when he was 9 years old. Following this topic, Claude soon won more sympathy from the woman. Seeing this boy around her son's age, the woman was overcome with maternal affection. She sat right beside Claude and talked to him warmly. They talked about everything under the sun, ranging from art to philosophy. As they chatted, the woman unconsciously grew fonder and fonder of Claude. She had never expected that a 16-year-old boy could know so much. At that moment, she could no longer tell whether she merely admired him or had already fallen for him. By evening, the woman simply invited Claude to stay for dinner. When night fell and everything grew quiet, Claude gradually grew bolder. He peeked through the narrow crack of the door and openly observed the feminine woman. Every time he saw her full, striking figure and felt the unique allure of a mature woman, he could not help indulging in fantasies. Whenever his classmate's mother was away from home, Claude would pluck up his courage and walk into her bedroom alone. He could no longer hold back his powerful inner urge and reached out to touch her private belongings that he would never normally get to see. It was just at this moment that the classmate's mother came home early unexpectedly. Panic seized Claude and he quickly hid behind the door. Luckily he reacted fast enough and the woman did not spot him. He let out a sigh of relief. Then he stole another cautious glance toward her. He looked up and saw his classmate's mother bending over to change her shoes. The sight made his heart race and he swallowed hard. The woman's charming mature aura always filled Claude with improper fantasies. What was even more disturbing was that he wrote down every fantasy in his head and everything he had witnessed in his school essay and handed it in for the teacher to grade. Germain was greatly shocked after reading it. He could hardly imagine how complex and deeply dark the inner world of a 16-year-old boy could be. Afraid that Claude would go down the wrong path, Germain immediately called him into the office intending to give him a serious talking to. The essay was written in excessive detail, and almost every line carried an uncomfortable, even morbid sense of voyeurism. Just as Claude thought the teacher would scold him severely, Germain suddenly changed his attitude. Instead of blaming Claude, he encouraged him to keep writing the rest of the story. Beneath his dignified, respectable exterior as a teacher lay an unspoken dark desire. After receiving the teacher's tacit approval, Claude's behavior became more and more outrageous and reckless. To have a valid reason to visit his classmate's house every day, Claude, who already got good grades, began tutoring his classmate constantly. The approval from the elders made Claude's visits completely legitimate. To express his gratitude, Rapha's father invited Claude into the living room to watch the football match with the family. No sooner had Claude sat down on the sofa than his classmate's mother sat down right next to him, staring at her face and attractive figure so close to him. Claude's mind went completely blank.